Welcome to Workflow 2, Reviewing a Patient Summary. In this workflow, you will learn how to access patient charts and enter vitals, view and update patient history, view and update patient medication, as well as view and sign labs.
If I want to view a patient's e-sheet or encounter, I click the E on the patient's appointment bar. This brings me into the patient's chart. Here, I may enter any information I need. Specifically, an important one would be a patient's vitals. Under measurements, there is a little plus sign. Anytime we are adding new information into an OSCAR chart, you will always click the plus. In other words, you are adding new information. So here I will click the plus sign and the option for vitals pops up. I simply click the word vitals. And now I'm able to enter values such as weight, blood pressure, height, BMI, etc. Once I've entered my value, I may click the word submit. This is now saved in the patient's chart. If I would like to update any of this patient's important history or ongoing concerns or social history pages of their chart, there are 4 boxes at the top. And anything, once again, I would like to add to any box on this chart, I do by clicking the add or plus sign. Here I may write a note about the patient, a daughter, a company, patient. And I may move down and sign and save that. And that now is in the social history box. If you would like to add an allergy to a patient's chart, which is also very important, you may move up to the plus sign. Once again, you're adding new information, so you're going to click the add or plus sign. Here, you may add a new allergy. So in some cases, they may have no allergies, which is this box here, the NKDA, known drug allergies. You may click that, and you may add that in by clicking add allergy. Now, if they have an allergy, then you want to type that in as well. Sulfa, custom allergy, and add. And now this is in the chart for today. If I notice that I have already entered this or there is an error, I may, of course, move over to the side and inactivate what I have just added by clicking inactivate and then OK. This now removes the extra information that I do not need, or in this case, duplicates. OK. Once I've completed this allergy add, I can X out of this page, and the new information should be listed under allergies. If I would like to prescribe a new medication or see the medications for this patient, I can simply hit the add sign to prescribe a new medication. This patient has long-term medications which show up. Here we go. If we'd like to create a new medication, I click drug name and I may type Macrobid. Some options will come up. I can choose the one I like by clicking it. And I can now give instructions, take 1 tab daily. And the quantity I'd like the patient to take, let's say I would like them to take it 7. That information is there. I'd also like this patient to have 2 repeats. There we go. And that is now save and print. This patient's prescription is now ready to either be sent off to the pharmacy or printed for the patient. If I was going to send this, I would click print and paste into EMR. And then it gives me my options to send as well. In this case, I'm going to cancel, but normally you would click print and then print off once again and hand to the patient or fax it to the pharmacy of choice. That medication will now be listed under their medications. If I'd like to see all medications, I can click the word itself. And that brings me into the patient's chart and shows me all medications they've had in the past. And at this point, I also may go in and re-prescribe by clicking re-prescribe and save and print. If you would like to do a drug that is not a regular choice, so if I want to choose something that I would not normally find on, let's just make up a drug, timing, custom drug, an alert comes up, okay. And now I can create my medication that I would like to create. And of course, save and print once all the information is filled in. Print and paste into EMR. It's very important to hit print and paste so that that drug information then goes into the patient's chart. You can now see that the weight that I entered for this patient of 150 is in the note. You may also see the macrobid that I prescribed is in the note, and the funny custom drug that I prescribed is also in the note since I hit print and paste. Once I've finished my notes on this patient, I can now do one of two things. I can sign and save, or I can click the money sign to sign, save, and bill. For now, I'm simply going to sign and save. The next thing I would like to do is go back into the encounter or the e-sheet of this chart because I realize I would actually like to review this patient's labs. So to do this, I would click here to see the labs. In other words, their recent blood or urine or chemistry, anything lab related. Or if I'd like to see a document, in this case, macrobid discontinue, I'm going to click it to see by clicking the name. Here, that pops up, X. A lab requisition, I can click the name, that lab requisition pops up. And I can once again, X. And I'd like to now send the patient for some new lab work. So here under my e-forms, I'm going to hit a plus sign and I'm going to have options of what I would like. In this case, I would like to send them to the lab. Let's say it's going to be Life Labs. I click that and all of my information is there. I may choose the test that I would like to order by simply clicking on the space of the test, glucose fasting, cholesterol level. And once again, I move down to the bottom and I would choose the print and submit option. Once you have printed that, all of this information automatically saves into the chart. So once it refreshes, your new information will be there. There's the new Life Labs requisition that we just created. And that completes workflow 2, reviewing patient summary.